there's been a level here that is in the same normal range of other sales industries. When you look at other industries, commissions, for in the tech sector could be 3 to 5%. If you're selling the more commoditized items, it could be up to 20%. But in general, the consumers and, in my opinion, the overall real estate public has been okay with this level of compensation, and accepting of that level as the amount. Not that it was fixed, because the truth is there are already discounted commission models, and if the discounted commission models were actually better for consumers, then they would have adopted them. And so real estate commissions do change. They change relative to the market conditions. In the seller's market, commissions often get more compressed because there's more demand, and thereby theoretically you may not have to do as much work. Although I will tell you that that there can be vast differences between skill levels and the actual outcomes that a client gets relative to the representation that they hire. So the goal of this decision is for there to be no cooperative commission now advertised on the MLS. To my read, it does not say that you cannot offer a cooperative commission privately. So it still does allow, in my initial read, that you're going to be able to offer commissions to buyer's agents, but it will not be through the MLS, which has become a distribution portal. So another element which I think is really, really good for real estate, so this, in my opinion, is a big win, is that no homes can be sold without a buyer agency agreement. So this brings us back to the professionalism that I learned when I first started in real estate, and we had all got away from when the market got incredibly frothy during the pandemic, and nobody wanted to sign anything, and no one wanted to talk about agency. They just wanted to see the house, and it was all moving very fast. Prior to that, and the way that I was trained in buyer agency as it came into, when I first started in real estate is when buyer agency came into existence, as you would go over and you would review buyer agency and what that meant and what that what the representation meant and what you were going to do, as far as finding for sale by owners and how you got compensated, as well as the work that you would do, and then going over your statutory agency in Delaware. It's confidentiality, accounting, disclosure, and obviously working as an advocate to get them through and dealing with selecting the best properties, accessing the properties, getting them to the homes, touring the homes, negotiating the contract, preparing the contract, going through the inspection negotiations, making sure that those inspection negotiations are done, dealing with accounting. There's plenty of stuff that happens from the buyer agent perspective that has gotten swept under the rug, because it does look like sometimes in appearance that a buyer's agent just goes and opens the door. I can assure you that is not the case.